The Quad-Stage Supercell, Mayfield Tornado, 10th of December, 2021. At 8:54 p.m. CST, in Woodland Mills, Tennessee, the tornado touches down, just 2 miles from the Tennessee-Kentucky border. After crossing the border, the tornado rapidly intensifies. At this point, the tornado is leaving cycloidal marks on the ground, the sign of a very intense tornado. The tornado approaches the small town of Casey, where it does EF4 damage and claims its first victim. On Clark Road near Crutchfield, it destroys a chicken farm at EF2 intensity. Though largely in a rural area, some isolated buildings are still impacted. Murphy & Sons Lumber is impacted with EF2 damage. As the tornado approaches the outskirts of the southwest side of Mayfield and the north of Wingo, its radar signature shows a textbook Hook Echo. For the first time, it crosses the interstate, I-69, Purchase Parkway. With incredible force, the tornado impacts Mayfield Consumer Products, the candle factory, causing complete destruction and the loss of 8 lives at EF4 damage. With the same EF4 intensity, it moves into central Mayfield. It destroys homes, businesses, banks, the courthouse. In and around Mayfield, 22 lives are lost. Many hundreds are injured. The peak tornadic winds are measured at 188 miles per hour, or 303 kilometers per hour. On the northeast side of Mayfield, near Mayfield-Graves County Airport, a Dollar General and an RV park are impacted. Several lives are lost and homes are destroyed. For the second time, the tornado crosses the interstate. At this point, the tornado is moving northeast, parallel with the interstate. It moves over several small communities on the northwest side of Benton. Wadesboro Road North, EF3 damage. It moves over Pleasant Valley Church and Oak Shadow Lane, causing EF2 damage. As the tornado glances the northwest side of Benton, it narrowly misses the Marshall County Hospital. Mayfield's own medical center had been devastated in the tornado, along with its police and fire departments. Tri-State Lane, Benton, EF3 damage. It impacts the south side of Bryonsburg, causing EF2 damage. At Cambridge Shores and Buena Vista, EF4 damage is caused. The tornado moves across Kentucky Lake, towards the Land Between the Lakes National Recreation Area. Fortunately, this area remains largely free of human settlements and development. It now crosses Lake Barkley and towards Eden Bay, causing EF3 damage. Princeton marks the halfway point of this tornado's rampage. It destroys many homes around the golf course at EF4 intensity. Dawson Springs is impacted with EF4 intensity. Homes, businesses, factories. A path is carved through the town, just like Mayfield. Once again, There are many fatalities and injuries. I-69, the interstate, a familiar target for this tornado. The small community of Barnsley between Earlington and Morton's Gap is now impacted with EF3 damage. The interstate, back again. Briar Creek, EF4 damage. The tornado is now potentially at its most violent. It impacts the small town of Bremen, causing high-end EF4 damage. Several homes and businesses are wiped clean from their concrete slab. A report by renowned meteorologist and structural engineer Tim Marshall states, the tornado damage rating might have been higher had more wind-resistant structures been encountered. Also, the fast forward speed of the tornado had little dwell time of strong winds over a building, and thus, the damage likely would have been more severe if the tornado was slower. Despite being 3/4 of the way through its lifespan, the tornado is still violent. Centertown, EF1 damage. Hartford, EF3 damage. Midkiff Cemetery, Hartford, EF2 damage. Fordsville, Kentucky, EF2 damage. The tornado is now approaching the end of its life cycle. Though significantly weaker, it still does EF1 damage over the Falls of Rough. After almost 3 hours on the ground and 165.6 miles, the tornado finally dissipates by Rough River Dam State Resort Park.